Dude, this is gonna be a weird. You've never been this weird before.
What is going on? Why am I hearing a bunch of dings? Welcome. Welcome to the JB and Cronin Show, everybody. What's up? Good morning.
Oh, so we're just gonna move right into it like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, we're just starting like I didn't just laugh like a fucking psychotic idiot a minute ago.
What you guys don't know is Cronin has been an absolute mental case for about the past 3 to 4 minutes. I'm like, this dude needs to compose himself. 2 seconds later, welcome to the JB and Cronin Show.
Hey, I wasn't. Okay, this is what happens whenever I get a strike on YouTube. I just start going crazy. I start freaking out and like just going fucking bananas. These fucks.
This happened around like what, 3 a.m. or something like that?
Yeah, I'm just streaming away, PUBG on Xbox, and all of a sudden I started seeing people on Twitch say, hey, why'd you take the YouTube stream down? And then I saw people telling me that it was something fucked up, and I go, oh, this is bullshit. So it had to have been YouTube because I guess it's funny enough, if you search Tide Pod Challenge, a bunch of videos come up about how YouTube's taking down Tide Pod Challenge videos, but there's a million of them still up. But not only is there a million of them still up, but CBS News and NBC and all these different news stations, CNN whatsoever, whatever you want to call it, they all have the videos of the kids doing it on our news report. So the news report is showing all the videos of the kids doing it. But my video was a song. Like a joke song about like, ooh, I like Tide Pods, and I'm throwing them up in the air and stuff. And it's clearly like a ridiculous, silly parody. And it doesn't show anybody eating them. There's some pictures of people about to eat them, but the other channels show the videos of the people. So why did they pull my video down, but none of the other ones? Also, why did they pull why didn't they pull Jake Paul's dead person in the woods? Why did they leave it up? Why did they trend it? It's all just
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, yeah, sorry. He's the one that looks more like a woman. Yeah, that's right. Okay. They're both pretty Barbie doll looking, but like if Ken,
they're both faggots.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's so let me have some coffee. Hold on.
By the way, his video is up. It's still up on. Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. He says, "Hang on, let me get a drink of coffee." Fucking maniac. You can see his Tide Pod video. It's up on Daily Motion still right now.
Yeah. So I put it up on Daily Motion. It's also up on Patreon. So I can't stress enough that this is the time to support creators because this is bullshit. My video
and it's a spoof too. Like the video is clearly a spoof,
right?
And your video being taken down is horseshit because your video actually doesn't contain any footage whatsoever of a Tide Pod being eaten or in any way, shape, or form. Like,
yeah. In fact,
you're making fun of it.
Exactly. It's dude. The best thing about this is I have dealt with many different strikes over the years. I've dealt with many situations, many strikes. There was even one time where somebody claimed a video that wasn't theirs and said that it was theirs, and I got a lawyer, and they lifted that quicker than you could believe. They were like, "Oops."
Are you contesting this one?
So I appealed this one, and guess what? All these other situations, I've dealt with this now probably over 20 times. I know exactly how this works. Every time I've appealed a video in the past, every time, it has taken YouTube at least several hours to respond back to me, and several hours or days, usually days, like within like 2 days to 3 days, and sometimes one time it took a week, I think, recently. This video tonight, when I appealed it, in 10 minutes was rejected. The appeal was rejected in 10 minutes.
Wait, the video that got banned this morning? Like early?
Yeah, but it's not just the video banned. See, people will get all these things misunderstood about YouTube. There's YouTube copyright, which is just when your video gets demonetized because a copyright person claimed it. That's fine. That shit happens. There's nefarious things out there where people claim stuff and it's not theirs, but that gets fixed too. But whatever. That's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt your channel. Copyright issue doesn't hurt your channel. Copyright strike does hurt your channel. But this was a strike of community guidelines, which takes away my ability to go live for 3 months. And that's the thing that hurts. It's like all I did was make a video like singing about Tide Pods. How did that violate the community guidelines? There's no way it violated the community guidelines. Yet it's gone. It's taken away. And I appealed it, and they rejected the appeal. But it makes no sense. So now I could see if they were sensitive to the Tide Pod thing, so they wanted to take down every Tide Pod thing. So they said, well, we're taking down your video, or we're age restricting your video. I would understand.
How many people have officially died, though, from it now?
I don't know, but they deserve to if they did.
Yeah, I mean, they're fucking stupid. You know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, but, like, there's plenty of shit on, like, there is literal videos on YouTube of, like, people that die, and those videos are still up.
Really? I thought only like 2 people died before. It might be right.
Now,
a lot of people
we were
sick.
talking about this last night at my job, and from what I read, there was, like, 2 of the kids out of California that died, and there was, like, a couple of more. I think my buddy said it was up to, like, 5 people that had died across the U.S.
Christ. Well, once again, they're still it's still their fault.
And I read that it was like somebody, instead of a Tide Pod, they didn't have any, so they used a what's that shit called? It's not even a detergent one. It's like one of those Cascade Completes.
Well, you know what's the saddest thing is in my video, we don't have Tide because Leah's allergic to it. So in my video, it's Gain. It's not even Tide.
Gain. I noticed that too. It's like Gain Pods.
I wonder if I had typed Gain Pods challenge, would it have gotten taken down?
It wouldn't have gotten taken down.
It would have been okay then, because it was Gain.
It's a branding issue, is what it is.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's like the diet version of Tide, so it's okay.
You should have just came like everywhere. Just started jizzing all over the fucking. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I can do that. I
just started jizzing all over the pods.
I do that. Oh, my sound just got screwed up. I don't know why it's doing that.
It's kind of muddy.
I do that anyway, though, Bailey. Like I just start. Sometimes I'm just walking around the house. I just start masturbating, just on shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking start masturbating on shit. You know, I don't give a shit.
Hey, Lee, I'm going to grab a bottle of water. You want a bottle of water? She's like, no, I'm fine. You know, you get up and you're like, all right, what's
Hey, Lee, I'm going to go masturbate, like, on our clothes. Can I go masturbate on our clothes? That'd be fine, right, if I just went and masturbated on our clothes. And she's like, yeah, go ahead, do it. Go for it. Do whatever you want.
Like, she doesn't actually hear what you say, but you still say it out loud. She's like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. You just hear, and he just fucking just wads all over. Your sweater's ruined.
I'm coming, Leah. Okay.
I ruined your Bruins jersey.
Man, this is, you know.
Hey, man, speaking of the Bruins real quick, we got to give a hats off to them. I know our boy Ken's listening. They got fucking smoked last night. The Islanders.
Nah, Ken will say he listened to this and not listen to it. I know he will. He'll be like, yeah, man, I caught that. Yeah, remember the part where I called you gay? And he'd be like, yeah. Oh, I didn't do that. You didn't listen.
Well, you did now.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll see if it gets back to him.
The Bruins fucking smoked the Islanders.
Bruins are whooping their ass, man. The Bruins are on fire. The Pats are on fire unless Tom Brady's finger's up his ass. I don't know what's going on with Brady yet. I still don't know.
I was in New York, by the way, that win last night. Yeah, I was talking about this yesterday on my show that I guess he sat out of practice with what was it, a jammed hand?
Yeah, I guess maybe jammed his hand. In this, if it's one
probably
of those
trying to fist his fucking yoga trainer.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of jokes now. Like he was like the yoga trainer was like, okay, now you know he puts his finger in his ass, and the yoga trainer wiggles his ass a certain way to vibrate the finger.
Vibrate the finger. What does that mean? Okay, we're gonna vibrate the finger.
Yeah, we use our own bodies to cure our own bodies.
Thomas, listen to me, Thomas, okay? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a special kale salve for your hand. Everything's going to be great.
This is going to work so good
he
for
calls
you.
him Thomas instead of
Thomas,
Tom.
This is going to work so good for you. This is so
Tommy.
Cool. And then Belichick's like across the field like, I told that fucking guy he can't be here anymore.
Yeah, Belichick's like, somebody shoot that queer.
It's funny that I use like a weird sort of southerny accent for Bill Belichick when that's not at all what he sounds like.
Well, he's just kind of got that mentality, like, "Come on, motherfucker!"
No, he's more like soft-spoken, like dickish. Like he'd be like,
"Yeah,
can you tell that guy?"
He's like a quiet prick.
Hey, can you tell that guy over there to fuck off?
Yeah.
Like, that's what he's like.
It's like real, like low and like methodic in a way. Hey, can you tell him to fucking suck my dick?
And the press conferences, I mean, are hilarious sometimes. Like I think it was 2 weeks ago. They were like. So, what do you think about when you matching up against this team again, blah, blah. And he's like, well, we'll be playing the game Sunday. Okay, but, yeah, well, Bill, how did you prepare for the game? Well, we always prepare really well for the teams. No,
Like,
that's like, those were his answers. It was like, what the
Bill
fuck?
has created such an aura, like in his press conferences, where people have become afraid to ask him questions.
Well, these people's
To the
weird.
point, it's gonna be like, "Hey, Bill, what are you gonna have for supper tonight? I'm gonna have some fucking food. What
You
are
know,
you gonna have?"
I've been waiting for that forever, for someone to just be like, hey, Bill, like, how has Tom Brady's play surprised you this year? Is Tom Brady? I don't know. Like, I'm just waiting for somebody to just be like, hey, Bill, suck my dick.
The delivery on that too. Hey, Bill, could you suck my dick? Bill's just like, we're done here. We're done here.
You know what it would be? It would be one of the younger guys who got put up to it, but he's been there enough. So it's like, hey, Bill, I was wondering if you could suck my dick, and then Bill, and then Bill would just be like, okay, shut. I think you've had enough coffee, Bobby. He's just,
Bobby.
Yeah,
his name's Bobby.
Okay, don't ever come to this press conference again, Bobby. Okay,
I don't see it going that mild though.
Now he'd be like, can somebody get Bobby out of here? No, he would probably laugh about it, to be honest. He'd probably laugh, snicker, and be like, okay, next question. Like
Yeah, he'd blow it off. Well, maybe blow it off, but
I can also see him laughing like what? Doing that sort of thing. Because just to break him out of that fucking bubble that he's in, because he's in such a bubble. If anybody's wondering what we're talking about, just go look up Belichick shuts down press, or Belichick press conference goes nowhere, or Belichick press conference, and look up a lot of them, and
they're all the same.
The weird thing is, though, I've seen a lot of them, but 2 weeks ago there was one. I think it might have been 3 weeks ago now, but it was just the funniest thing. Like, if you could put a laugh track in, I think it would be hilarious. We should have done this because it'd probably be really funny. Hey Bill, what does it feel like to make the, you made the AFC Championship now 7 times in a row or whatever it is, and then Bill just be like, well, I'm proud of the team. We'll see you next week. Okay.
Bill's just like, yeah, well.
Hey Bill, so we heard that Tom Brady might hurt his finger. We don't talk about team injuries. Okay. Hey,
I love the grumble afterwards too. We don't talk about team injuries.
I'd pull him up if I had a fucking, if we had an actual setup. Like when I get the house, if I get a house, we'll see. I don't know. YouTube has already taken away my corrupted live, because originally we might have done this show live for people. Originally we may have done this show live, and we're not doing it live right now because YouTube literally the night before we decided to do this, I get striked for having a Tide song, which, again, by the way, you can hear on my Patreon channel. Definitely, now's the time to support on Patreon if you guys care about the show.
Absolutely.
And you're not fucking homeless or whatever.
Well, our plan was to go live on Tuesdays. That's what we've been talking about.
Let's just fucking go live on Thursdays. I want to go live on Thursdays. Let's do it. I'll put you on the spot. Let's go.
No, I can do every other Thursday.
Okay, that works. Well, why don't we do that? Why don't we do this show every Tuesday like this in a podcast form, and then every other Thursday we bring the show live. Now we would have done it. We would have done it on Corrupted, but
Okay, so do we do all right? So let's take it from as if it's next week. So next Tuesday we're gonna do it live, right, at 4 p.m.
Let's do it live on Twitch.
Or no, you mean live every other Thursday?
Yes, live every other Thursday.
Okay, so do we record one of these on a Tuesday on the same week we do one live?
I'll fucking do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We can double the content that way. I think that'd be good.
Yeah, I'm game to do that. Yeah, I'm game to do that.
We're doing negotiations right here live on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll just do it right here in front of everybody.
Fuck it.
It's all good. And the cool thing about it is it'll be live on Twitch. It'll be uploaded then to Corrupted's YouTube channel. This will be uploaded every morning on the Tuesday for the Corrupted channel.
Oh yeah.
And it will be uploaded to your JB radio stream. So
that's right. It
will be vastly available.
It'll be a cross-platform availability for both sides. It's gonna be great. I'm actually really excited because we had we've talked about this on Corrupted before. Is that originally we had planned to do Bailey and Cronin, and then that's when we picked up Ken and started doing Corrupted. But we've always wanted to do this because, I mean, we did it before Corrupted. Like, this is just, you know, this is just like the original duo, the way we used to do things.
Yeah, I just want to get together with you at least once a week, and in some cases now 2 times a week. But the Thursday show will be more interactive because we'll like get people saying shit and whatever. But we
can take calls, and you know there'll be a chat and shit going on, and you know
that will be cool. And this is cool.
Our schedules match up more now too, because the main reason Damage Report ended was because Joe actually had to go to work immediately following Damage Report because we were on such low time. And so, like, when I was getting home, Joe was getting up and going to work because fucking poor Joe had to wake up at like 7, you know, to get ready. But now we kind of have all the time in the world in the mornings to do this.
Yeah, I mean, really, and you know, I wasn't getting woken up before really to take my kid to school. Leah would get up and take my son to school, and I would just sleep and kind of like watch, make sure the baby's all right, and sleep at home still. And the little girl would be up, or she'd be sleeping still. But now it's like, I think Leah's in the wintertime, especially, like, I don't know, Leah just doesn't want to bring him anymore, so I'm bringing him. And I think it's because I'm home now. That's what it is. I got laid off from work at the end of towards the end of school last year, so she was still bringing him. But now that it's, you know, I'm just home, so I get up and I bring him to school, and then when I get home from bringing him back to school, I usually go back to sleep. And it takes me an hour to get back to sleep, and then I sleep, and then I wake up, and then she takes a nap, you know, to go back to sleep for a few hours, and then I'm awake with the kids, so it works out great. So this works out just fine. Before I couldn't do it, but now I can, because remember that before, me and you would try to get it done as I was trying to jet out to go to work.
It was not a good fit. It really wasn't.
We did pretty impressive shit for, like, how we had to, like come on, hurry, bro.
It's true, because
Donald Trump sucked a dick today, oh.
Remember, I had to call you. I had to call you to give you a wake-up call.
Yeah, sometimes you had to call, and I'd be like, what? And like,
he'd be like, hold on, fucking. He'd be like, dude, literally leading into the show, be like, I don't know. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Damage Report. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. It's just like you have that ability to just like flip a switch, and we're just ready to go. And we did for what, man, because it would be like we'd end the show, Joe would leave.
Yeah, I'd be like thudding out the door.
It's amazing what we were able to do with Damage Report, considering the time frame that we had, which was very little.
I would say that, and you're waking me up, I would say that 20% of the time you converted a wake-up of Joe. Like,
oh, yeah.
There was like many times I didn't wake up.
Here's the bullshit part about that. Joe would say, give me a wake-up call. It used to drive me fucking insane because, like you said, 20% of the time it worked. The other 80% of the time, I'm calling him a million times like an asshole. And you remember what I used to have to do? I would have to message Leah, and I'd say, go wake his fucking ass up. And she'd be like, all right, hold on. And then 10 minutes later, what's up, man? Let's do this. You know, I heard you a second ago, by the way, say that it takes you like an hour to fall back asleep. Is that true?
Yeah, because like I get up and I experience the day, and like my brain and my body starts going, it's wake up time, you know, and then there's all these things I think about doing. So like by then my body's going into like, let's get up. But I'm tired as fuck still. So like if I was to have to do a task, like it's hard, or like watching the kids, like I get really tired. But I could probably like play video games and stuff because I'd be like, oh, whatever, I'm awake, I don't care.
Well, Joe, listen.
Yeah.
I finally figured it out, because I was like, you used to take me like a half hour, 45 minutes to fall asleep. I have figured out the perfect remedy now that helps me sleep. And it's not melatonin. It's not that shit you used to drink. You know what it is?
Yeah.
I just fucking beat my dick to death.
Oh, you whack off?
Like, I will literally just go. And like sometimes when I'm finished, I'm so tired, I will fall asleep with a load on my belly. Like,
oh my God.
I mean, it's bad, dude. Like, I'll wake up in the fucking blankets.
That's gross. What if one of the kids wakes up and starts being like, oh, look, it's that stuff on the toaster strudels.
Oh, no! Oh, God! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, that's why you can't do that.
That's the stuff on the toaster strudels?
That's why you can't do that. You can't just leave it around.
Well, luckily, when you try to peel the blanket off me, it's like trying to pull up fucking like metal sheeting out of snow when it's
that's
frozen.
Like the that's like that yellow blanket story that guy told me and Troy on our old show.
Dude, you're a disgusting, filthy piece of shit. You know that?
Did I? Yes, I am. But I
He
know, but
said,
it's practical
oh, hey,
though.
it's that stuff on toaster strudel. You're a sick
Dude,
fucker,
that's
dude.
practical shit. You kid would do that. Like a kid could
Oh,
do that,
come on.
or at least wiping their hands all over it and then be like, ah. You know, the
Dude, that's
younger one.
Dude, that's too much. That's disgusting.
That's why I would never fall asleep like that. I think about that shit. You know, I think
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, what if my kid wakes up and is like, what is, and like climbs on me and gets it on themselves? Like, oh. So
Did Leah ever catch you jerking off?
No.
Really?
She'd probably just walk in and be like,
"What's up?
are you gonna make food soon? And I'm like,
Yeah, you're just like, I'm just practicing.
I'm like Paige, but more surprised. She was like, I'm practicing. I'd be like, I'm practicing.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, she's like, hey, and you're just like, I'm practicing.
I'd probably like
She's
just
like,
try to throw it on her.
Oh yeah, just like fucking fling it at her like Spider-Man. Just kata. She's like, hey, right in her mouth.
Dude, the funniest thing about that yellow blanket story was when that guy was, because he was really like calm and kind of boring for a while, and then he's just like, I'm like, do you have any like weirder stories like from the road? And you know, you toured with all these '80s metal bands, you know. And,
Never asked that question.
And he's just like, yeah, we had this thing, we called it the yellow blanket. It was a white blanket before, but it ended up kind of like crusting over, and you can understand why with all the women coming in and out of that room. And
it was a schmag rag, right?
I'm like, yeah, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like you didn't get more than one blanket? So he tells this cum rag yellow blanket story, and his like fucking, I guess he'd already told his family. I don't know, his family was like looking him up, like his brother with kids was looking him up, or his kids were looking him up, and like that's the first thing that comes up when anybody searched him, was his interview with us. And, like, they were listening to it because they were like, oh, he was on some show. And so they were listening to it. And
he's talking about a jizz rag.
Dude, he actually got yelled at, like, by his brother, I guess, or something, because he fucking called me and was like, hey, can you take that down? And I was like, really? So Did
you take it down?
I took it down. I put it back up without the yellow blanket story on it. And then a few months later, I was like, this is just too good. So I took his name off everything, re-uploaded the video, and wrote Rockstar tells story of a cum rag. And I just, so nobody...
So much for taking the high road.
Well, so nobody knows who it is, you know what I mean, or knew who it was. But
yeah.
The story still remained. It's still out there. I still have it, actually. Someday I'll put it back up again. Because it was weird. And this guy was weird. But, and here's...
yeah, it sounds like he was very normal.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
Like, who does that, dude?
It's all the women coming, like, just so weird. I've got some other, you know, we're talking about shows here. I've got something else that I'm doing soon. I'm going to be doing I think it's going to be solo, but I'm going to be doing this solo show, or maybe we can get the person to be on Thursdays with us. We can get a guest. I don't know yet. I've got this network that I'm part of. This guy reached out to me 1.5 years ago, and I've never used his service. But he reached out to me personally years ago, like 1.5 years ago, actually. And he said, you know, I can sign you up for my thing where you'll get emails. And so what happens is I get emails every day, like 3 or 4 or 5 emails a day, if not more, from people that want to be interviewed, who write books or actors or people like who are trying to do press for themselves. Now it's more like, you know, like D and E celebrity, like, you know, people, and even lower, you know, like, you know, Toby Jones has a book about his life growing up in the Bahamas where he was raped, you know, like, so then he puts a book up on, you know, Amazon, and it does well, and maybe gets 700 reviews or something, you know what I mean? But but they do press on their own, you know, they're not like big enough to be crazy, but they're successful, you know, kind of like, I almost think of it as like the version of me of YouTube. You know, like my YouTube isn't like, I'm not a crazy fucking, you know, I'm not Drama Alert. I'm not fucking even like Wrestling with Regret, you know, who's got like 200 subs or whatever, 200,000 subs, and, you know, Grimm's Toy Show. I'm not even on those levels at all. But I'm not fucking Dingle Winky Fuckboy either, you know. 52,000 subs, and then another channel with 6,000 subs. You know, we're doing pretty, you know, I'm a modest little minorly successful
52,000 is a success, man. That's insane. I mean, you got a plaque, right?
I also believe not till 100,000, but I also believe I'm a success.
What?
I do. No, yeah, it sucks. I don't have a plaque. I'll never fuck. I mean, never.
I
see a
thought there
plaque.
was 3. I thought there was like bronze, silver, and gold.
Yeah, you got one at 100,000 and at 1 million, and then something else. 1 billion.
Oh, really? A billion subs.
Yeah, but so
we'd have to ask PewDiePie. But
I'm taking myself as a success because somebody reached out to Keemstar on Twitter earlier, and I read the tweet. The guy said, "Hey, when you guys were all in trouble, you took away your ad revenue, you took down your whatever the fuck, and you said you were going to stick up for creators, but now you're not helping us tiny channels or whatever. Why aren't you doing anything?" And he was like, "Sorry, bro." He's like, I took down my ads so that I could maybe help out the people that needed help paying for rent. The YouTube channels that I have between 50,000 and 200,000 subs that need help paying rent because of this adpocalypse. Not for you wannabe pretend YouTubers or something with 1,000, or Fame Boys or something with 1,000 subs. Basically saying, you know how everybody sort of wants to be a YouTuber, but nobody really, some people
wants to put the work in.
Yeah, right. So he was like referring to them as like you're kind of a wannabe at this point right now, and I feel the same way. I gotta say this. Listen, I have everybody's back, and I feel bad for like some of the smaller YouTubers. They're all out there complaining. I feel like they want to complain because we are complaining, and so they're like, I'm gonna complain now. But
like Tommy did the other day.
Even Tommy, yeah, but Tommy, and Tommy does have 100,000 subs. So he can, but.
Oh, he does not have 100,000 subs.
But I mean, come on.
I mean, he does, but I get what you're saying. The fuck. Anyway, I didn't mean to.
Tommy is a guy who had 1,000 subs until. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He had 3,000 subs until I did what I did.
Right.
And then he got whatever. But
you gave him, if he had 3,000, Joe, you gave him 137,000 subscribers. Because didn't it peak at like 140?
Well, I think he got to 150.
Oh my God!
But I would say that a lot of people had a hand in that, but that's fine. But the point is, it's more for the people that like I'm a YouTuber now. I've got 200 subs. It's like great, but you know what, dude? I've been doing this since 2012 on this on my Joe Cronin Show channel, and I've been on YouTube since 2007. So I don't take anybody seriously. Until they get a couple thousand subs. And when they get a couple thousand subs, it's like, okay, now I'll look at you, and maybe you're underrated a little bit. Maybe you need help a little bit. I don't know. Let me see what you're doing. But most of the time, it's like, well, this isn't very good. You're just kind of on here to hang out socially. You're like, see, that's the thing is like YouTube's become so social now that there is there's like really professional YouTubers, and then there's like really popular, YouTubers, and then there's sort of celebrity like YouTubers, and then there's people like me who are like minorly successful. I would call myself, I'm like the Tim Allen of YouTube. You know what I mean? Like Tim Allen was on like local fucking TV in Detroit or something on that home improvement show.
Right. Yeah.
So if you walked around Detroit, sometimes people would be like, "Hey, it's Tim Allen." Where like it's like me. If I go to a wrestling show, I think
that was a Midwest show.
Maybe it was bigger. Binford Tools.
Because we got that here. I think that was a big Midwestern show, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm not talking about Home Improvement. You didn't watch Home Improvement, did you?
Yeah.
But Tim Allen's show, like the show that he did on Home Improvement, because he was.
Oh, you mean the show within the show? Okay,
yeah, the show within the show, the cable show that he did. Yeah,
I'm with you now. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It was like a local show, like so it was like all locally in Detroit. So you walk around Detroit and people would be like, "Oh my God, it's Tim the Tool Man," and he'd be like, "Hey." So it's like he was a celebrity, but like a minor one because people knew him in his area. But if he drove over to fucking Indiana, nobody would know who the fuck he was.
Right.
It's like I walk around there where no one knows who the fuck I am. But if I go to a wrestling show, most likely multiple people will say, "Oh, Joe Cronin." Whether they saw me, whether they are subbed, or whether they whatever,
it's all about the target audience too. So
yeah, so it's like it's minorly whatever the fuck, so okay, cool, but all the people that are like just fucking around with like their late night hangouts and stuff, that's how YouTube starts. So I won't dismiss the small channels that do that, because my channel started like that. It started as, hey, let's have a nighttime guy like hang out, we're all talking about shit and everything. And then it turned into more of a show, and then it got bigger, and then we got better, and then it got, but I had a vision to do that too. I didn't just think, let's just hang out. But there's a million shows that were hangouts with friends that died out. And my point here is, if you're below, usually if you're below about, I would say below 5,000 subs, you can be, some people are very professional, and you can tell that they're looking for the professional thing, but sometimes things are missing. But sometimes you can tell people are just here socially. It's almost like YouTube is Facebook. You know what I mean? YouTube is their Twitter, but more interactive, so they're doing that. So they're creating. So I do support all the creators. That's what YouTube is about, supporting creators and shit. But the bottom line is, I'm making about $8 to $20 a day on YouTube. You know, and that's,
I heard you say this the other day on Ken's show, man. That's stupid.
Yeah, so if you're somebody who's got 5,000 subs or 1,000 subs, and you're like, oh my God, they're demonetized, I'm not going to be able to, you weren't going to make anything anyway.
Right.
So there's no point. So the point is that you are not going to make any money really anyway. So you lost 50 cents, like, for the week. You lost 50 cents a week. Who cares? Get to 20,000 subs. You know, get to 10,000, get to 20,000 subs. And if you
work on your content before you're like worried about your prize.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing, is they all want to be like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, like, I'm making money. It's like, no. Work on, exactly what you just said is it. Work on your content. You're putting the fucking shit before the horse, carriage, buggy, whatever the fuck that thing is.
Right.
You're trying to pretend to be a celebrity, or like you're a cool like thing. No, you're not. Do like, work harder, do better. There's people that are underrated. I think you know who I think is someone that is underrated that I enjoy listening to sometimes?
Me?
Well, yes, you. And see, well, a lot of people are victims of the algorithm, or something's missing from the show, or they're not getting discovered. Yeah. That's the issue. Not getting discovered is the problem.
Who do you think's underrated?
Well, I think like Plague is iPlague.
Oh my God, iPlague?
Yeah, she has. I think she was.
Oh my God, she gets raped by the YouTube algorithm.
Well, yeah. See, you have to be a shark now. You have to find.
And we have them.
You have to upload at the right time. You have to tag the right way. You have to description the right way. You have to title the right way. You have to thumbnail the right way. And you've got to upload at the right time. And she's in a different country where, you know, most of the, you know, 60 to 70% of the shit on YouTube is from North America.
And you know, Joe, she's so unique. She's got the look. She's got that sexy accent. And she's got like a total, like, she's got a real gimmick thing about her. She's always, you know, real boisterous with whatever she's saying. Like, she deserves way more fucking subs than she has.
Yeah, and
like, how does that Belina chick have 7,000 subs and iPlague has like a couple of hundred?
I don't know. And the thing about that is, I think some of it's social networking maybe, but I don't know. Vita's everywhere. If that's her name, I forget her. I always forget her real name. I just think iPlague. I just call her iPlague all the time. But,
you know, and I know her name, and you know what? I can't fucking think of it.
I can't think of her actual. But it's okay. But anyway, iPlague.
We'll just call her Plague.
Everybody.
I think it's Sam, but
yes. But so you know, she's somebody who worked hard for a while, like put a lot of time in, and you know, the growth just isn't really It's not really growing as much. Maybe part of it.
She threw the towel in.
She came back. And I'm just worried that, you know, because I don't think that I'm going to look at her channel, actually, and maybe talk to her. But but people like that, it's like, that's someone who's not, she doesn't want to be famous and shit. She just wants to give her opinions. And then, like, if a bunch of people hang out with her, that's cool. Because she's like, hey, we're all hanging out in this community type of thing. And that's cool that she's doing that. And, like, so it seems honest from her, whereas some other people don't seem honest.
She's been around for a long time, too, by the way.
Yeah. And when I started my show, like, my equipment sucked, but you could tell I was going for like not professional, but to be like, because at the time nobody was set up like that. Nobody on YouTube was really set up with the microphones and all the other things like that. Like, there was a couple people doing it, and not many people were. And when people came onto my video, they were like, "Oh, this is like a radio show or something," and that's why I got so many subs. But you can't really do that now because everyone goes live now. In the last couple of years, we knew this was coming. I said this 3 years ago that, like, hey, everyone's starting to figure it out that you know, go live and all these other things. No one took advantage of it back in 2012, 13, and 14, though. And it was like, you know, and then a couple of the wrestling guys stopped doing it, too, which opened up the door. But I just, you know, you're not going to make any money. There's no reason to complain. All the small channels and that stuff, you're not making any money. And I have 52,000 subs. I do 3,000 to 4,000, usually 2,000 to 4,000 views on a regular video. Some of the videos do more, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, monetize this 9,000. These are 2-hour shows with multiple ad breaks throughout the shows. And I'm making about $8 a day. You are not going to make any money if you're below. That's not money. So you're not going to make any money if you're below that. That's it. The only reason I'm surviving is because the fan base is a patron or donates money. And yeah, I make $8 a day, so that does add up to a little chunk there. And
we've had to create these underground tunnels for a way to funnel in money to help keep us, financed. Like, because we can't do that anymore through YouTube.
Right.
Like even when I started to see some success with my wrestling content, even at its height, I was making about $2, maybe $3 a day.
Right.
And that was before they did the big purge,
Mm-hmm.
Like that was before they just destroyed. What do they call that? Fucking like the adpocalypse or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
Even at my height when I was. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, but nobody.
I think you know more. You know way more about it than I do. I was just gonna say, like, during my peak, even like what you're talking about now, I'm proving your point. Like even during my peak, I wasn't even worried about the money because in my back of my mind, I'm thinking, I don't make any amount in the back of my head thinking I need to worry about this money coming in. What I was worried about was making sure my videos came out on time and my videos were entertaining. And I feel like people like this younger group, or I won't call them a generation because it's a crop and a crop and a crop that just keeps coming up every year. They see these fucking people like PewDiePie and all this. They're like, man, we can do that. Let's just film ourselves with our phone, shooting crazy shots with the basketball outside and try to get huge.
Yeah.
Like YouTube has become so fucking, just like saturated. And it's hard to find the actual talent and stars here.
Yeah, it is very hard. People can come in already with celebrity and stuff. And the thing is, like, and I forget what I was going to say, but it was something to do with...
That was my bad.
No,
I just fucking started
No, I know what
rolling.
it was. It's subs are still valuable. Like, it's still valuable. Like, I have I have 300 patrons, 300 people that are patrons. And I have probably 5,000 active listeners, maybe 6,000 active listeners, maybe. And I have about 300 patrons. So if you convert that, that's a telling point right there is, make sure you have, if somebody has 100,000 active listeners, they could probably get, 1,000 patrons, which would pay for the channel. So so it's still important to grow a giant fan base and then ask them for the help.
And you said it earlier too, by the way. It really comes down to how you market yourself too.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do a good job.
As long as you make yourself marketable, that's really how you can get your success. And I don't think there's anybody, probably in wrestling, in my book. And I'm not just kissing ass. I think you've made yourself very marketable with like your crazy T-shirts and shit. It's just easy for you to do that. And I think there should be more of that. Was like my point. Like even me, like all YouTube for me.
Yeah,
dude. Let's put it like this: I do a radio show on YouTube, but all I do is I do a cheat, or I just stream a PlayStation game, and I talk like I'm doing a radio show. Like that to me is not going to get me up to 1 million subs. Let's be honest, okay? But that's not. I hate saying it because it almost like sells myself short, but like I don't really expect to, and I'm not really striving to in a way.
Right.
Is it? I know that sounds like, well, why are you doing it?
You should.
It's like, I know that, and it's like, I'm not going to get there by just doing that though. Like, isn't that like, can you retain an audience that well with the way I do a show? I don't think so.
Well, I think with the way you're doing it is great. The live shows are great. The problem is, there's something else you need to do, but we shouldn't talk about it on the air. I'll tell you about it later. But we should move on from the YouTube talk. Some people are just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we probably just bored people to tears with that.
Maybe, but that's okay because later on we're going to rape them. No, I'm just kidding. What else do we have to talk about here?
I sent you some pictures in the writer's room before we went on the air here.
I was afraid it was shit pictures. I thought it was going to be your fucking turds in a toilet, so I was like, I'm not opening this shit.
No, I'm saving those for tonight. No, these pictures are they're from if you pull them up, There's a photographer that did these throwback like ads from like the 50s and 60s, and he reversed the gender roles to show like to prove sexist points.
Oh
I don't
my
know if you
God.
can pull those up, but they're very humorous. I will say that. But the problem is it's not a joke. Like the joke about the whole thing is that it's not a joke. Like
Oh,
he
God.
wasn't intending to be funny. This person was intending to make an actual point. How in the fuck can you make a point from an ad that one of them dates back to 1952?
You're right.
Like,
Yeah.
are you really trying to prove a point? The only way you can do that is by going back 65 fucking years?
Yeah, these people are dumbasses. Like I'm living equality right now without even thinking about it. I make most of the I prepare most of the food in the house. I pay for most everything in the house.
Right. You're the breadwinner.
Leah takes care of the kids. But I cook the food.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you do a lot of cooking too.
I do all of the cooking.
So there you go. How fucking weird. So that's something right there that's completely different. Because me and Leah didn't go, I'm the man, and I'm going to do this, and you're the girl, and shut the fuck up. We just went, what am I good at? What are you good at? Okay, now we're together, and we mix our skills. And it just so happens that we do kind of live the stereotype a little bit, which Leah was laughing about it the other day, because I don't think Leah envisioned being with fucking Al Bundy, you know what I mean, as her husband. And it's like, I think we were driving, and she was talking about something with the kids or something to do with the kids. And out of nowhere, I said this out loud. I went, God damn it. I just can't. Can you friggin' believe? Like I said this out loud. Like, why would I even say this to her? Like, she gives a shit. But I said it out loud. I go, I just can't believe that fucking Pete Carroll, they threw the ball and we intercepted it on the fucking goal line. Holy shit. If that hadn't happened.
Random.
And it was like, and she goes, are you fucking kidding? She goes, I'm sitting here telling you about like what the kids need for school, like whatever, and you just start talking about football, and then she goes, and I think you're talking about football from like 3 years ago,
right?
And I'm like, oh my God,
that's a total guy move too, though. By the way,
that's what I mean. I'm like, oh my God, I'm that guy. I'm like the stereotypical dude, like who's like, she's literally saying like, and then we need to go to the shopping mall, and then like after she said that, I went, oh my God. And she goes, what? And I'm like, I was thinking about it, like, I just can't believe it. Like, that play, it was one play on the goal line.
Like, for what it's worth, it was spectacular.
Because, dude, like, I was trying to explain this to her. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm like, we had great teams, and we lost to the fucking Giants in the last seconds of the games. Both of them. We could have been the greatest team of all time if we'd won those two games. And I go, and then we were 3 seconds like away from losing 3 in a row after winning 3 in a row. And then we fucking won out of nowhere at the end because they're dumb.
Yeah.
And then we win again. And now we're, it just was boggling my mind how.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it this much, Cronin. Okay, we get it. You guys won a fucking title, and you might win one this year.
5 rings.
Okay, we get it.
5 rings. 5 rings. 5 rings. 6 rings. Okay.
No, I don't think 6 rings. He's fucking.
He's wearing a fucking giant red glove that I think he's gonna fist Belichick with. I'm looking at it right now on the field.
The fucking guy has a jammed hand, and he's going into fucking. Well, he's not going in, but he's gonna be at home, and it's gonna be what, a fucking freezer there.
I got to tell you, he looks concerned. He looks like he's looking at the field like, oh fuck, this ain't gonna work.
Well, he should be, because his fucking trainer's going to probe him with a kale stick or whatever the fuck.
If he's hurt and it shows on whatever the fuck and it's bad, like, the Madden curse is 100% real. Like, I thought it was real already because every time the person on the cover gets hurt. I mean, in Gronkowski last year, the minute I heard Gronkowski...
They actually put Brady on the cover this year?
What? You haven't seen this?
No.
Dude, Gronkowski was on the cover last year, and I said, oh my God, we're finally on the cover, because the Patriots have never been on the cover of a Madden game. And
didn't he have like an ACL tear or something?
And then he fucked up his elbow or his arm or whatever.
Oh my God!
Or no, it was leg. It was his leg.
And now Brady's on the cover, and let's be honest, he's got a jammed hand.
Yeah, but he's got a jammed throwing hand.
Oh, fuck off! I mean, it's Tom Brady. I hate saying that, but he's the best quarterback that's ever played the game. I don't think that.
Dude, I got my hand jammed really bad one time from a football hitting my fingers, and I'll never forget it. I was trying to. It took me a week to be able to throw again, but when I was out there, I wanted to keep playing, and the hand was so fucking jacked up. So when I went to throw it, it wouldn't work. It just couldn't happen. It was so painful. So I had to roll it off my whole hand as I threw it, like, and it's just like there's no way if that's what's happened. Like the only thing I could think of how funny it would be if this whole thing was just completely fake. The Patriots just...
What surprised me, because wasn't it broken by fucking Boston media?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's your problem.
Wouldn't it be funny if they just were like, oh, God, his finger and something might be wrong, and it's just to fuck with everybody? Like,
Dude, that's what a lot of Boston media does, man. Like, Boston, they planted that story about Belichick possibly leaving this year or whatever, and it's not even true.
I don't think... Well, Boston didn't plant that.
Bullshit. The fucking the Boston Keat or whatever the fuck it was. They came up with that story.
I thought no, ESPN broke that story.
They did?
Yeah, go look it up. I'm pretty sure ESPN broke it because we're all here. We're like, this is bullshit. What the fuck? Nobody here believed it. They do this. Dude, they do this every year.
On the herd that they broke it in Boston. Okay, that's my mistake.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just usually we hear it every year. Some bullshit story comes out. But
regardless, Joe. The new most hated team in Patriots history is going to be the Titans. Because people are going to be like, he jammed his fucking hand playing the Titans.
No,
you guys never got.
No, this happened to practice.
I thought he got held out of practice, and that's why.
He got hurt at practice, and then they took him out of practice.
What a fucking pansy.
And
how do you get hurt in practice when you're Tom fucking Brady?
They haven't named the person that hurt him because they're afraid of him getting backlash. But that could be just like we said, like it could. I swear to God, it could be them just being like, "Oh yeah, he might be hurt," but it's not. There's nothing wrong with him at all, you know.
I still think it's. I still say that I don't know if you heard this, Joe, but I did actually predict a win from Jacksonville.
I'm sure it's going to be close.
I actually did weigh in with the hand thing too. I was like, if it's true, I can see. I gave Jacksonville like 7 points, a touchdown and an extra point.
Could happen.
So, I mean, I'm not rooting for Jacksonville in a sense. Like I've gotten to the point now where I fucking hate the Patriots. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like I'm gonna care that much if Brady wins another ring. I'm really not. Like if it comes down to the Vikings and the Patriots, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna root for the Vikings because of their story. It's in Minnesota for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't a Patriots fan, I mean, I'm from here, so I'm gonna like the Patriots. If I wasn't from here, I'm sure I wouldn't root for the Patriots because they just always are there or always win. You just want to see them lose.
Yeah, it's like the Lakers and fucking basketball.
And you might have, and you know what? I would say that a lot of people rooted for them last year because of the whole Goodell thing. I think there was a lot of people that were like, you know what? I used to hate the Patriots, but this is bullshit. They didn't become a face last year, but some people said, listen, I fucking usually hate the Patriots, but you know what? Goodell's a fucking asshole. And I want to see him fucking eat shit when Brady wins. Like, they were almost just like, fuck it, go ahead and the Patriots win. I hope they, there was a lot of people that said that last year. And also on top of it, when the Falcons were just blowing it out of the water, there's a lot of people sitting there like, this Super Bowl kind of sucks. Like, Jesus, what happened? The Patriots getting raped. And
you want to know who really ate shit though, Joe?
Yeah.
Was me and a few other million of people who were fucking trolling you on Twitter like, oh, champion or ring number 5? I don't think so. And then they come back and win, and you're like, what now, motherfucker?
Dude, I fucking went crazy because I said
you went insane.
I was eating shit for like a half a quarter. See, I don't talk that much shit, so like when people talk shit to me, it's kind of irritating.
No, you just wait till after you win.
Every time, like, go watch the fucking look up the last. The whole thing's documented on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because you can still find my Super Bowl 2007 reaction when they lose to the Giants when I run into a wall. But no,
we're gonna be doing a Super Bowl show this year.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Because I took the Super Bowl off.
Fuck yeah, dude. And
it better be a good fucking game.
If we win, if the Patriots win, I'm gonna sodomize Leah live. No, I'm just kidding. Jeez.
How about we make some fucking bets right now? How about if like the Patriots lose, you got to fucking like shave my name in your fucking nuts?
Oh fucking! How about I just cut myself live on YouTube? Oh, I'd probably get community strike. I could do it live on Daily Motion.
I still can't believe you got that fucking community strike. That is just
fucking for juggling soap.
Oh my God. So we were watching this at work. Me and the guys were. When you started juggling the pods, like a bunch of people started coming over because they could hear it. As soon as they look over my shoulder, they see you juggling Tide Pods. And it's like, eat pussy it. Or it was like, eat pods during the day, eat pussy at night. And this guy goes, the fuck are you watching? And I was all like, some asshole. I don't know who it is. We watched it like 3 times because every time it get to the end, fucking Paul would be like, hey, Bill, come over here, look at this. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to watch it again. Eat pussy on it. And I'm like, here we go. People are watching. It's like, oh, one guy, Joe, goes, the fuck's he got growing on his face?
That's awesome.
No, it is really funny, and it's up on your Patreon. You said that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you can download the song on Patreon too. It's on there.
It's Ringtone City right there.
Yeah, my face looks like shit. It's nothing grows right.
But it's not like you can do anything about it. You can't shave it. Leah won't let you.
She told me I could, but she likes it, so I know she does. So when I shave it, she gets creepy. So I think I'll shave it.
Dude, Keish is the same fucking way, man. Like my chin beard or whatever you want to call it. It's not even a beard. It's like a squirrel's tail. The problem is if I shave this fucking thing, I look like a goddamn beluga whale because of my neck.
Yeah, see.
And like if I shave it, I come walking out. Keisha's like, this is what she says, Joe, and I'm sure you get this too.
Yeah.
I'll walk out and I'll go, I'll walk out and be like, man, that was a good shower, just debate her. And she'll go, so you shaved your chin, huh?
That's what Leah does. She'll be like, oh, you shaved?
Yeah, like they asked the
died.
question, you're missing hair. Like what's the answer? Yeah.
Like somebody's dead. Like I think that after 25, there's a lot of girls, some kind of hormone or something kicks in on them. That's like you need to grizzly guy come home. You know what I mean? Like it's something primal.
Yeah, but I think that's actually a testament to the times because it's like in to have beards. Like beards are just very popular now.
Yeah, it sucks though because I don't have a good one. So it's like, oh man,
dude,
I wish I had
we're Irish. We can't grow really good facial hair, really.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like Irish people naturally have like really fucked up looking facial hair.
Well, it's weird because her dad is fully Irish and he's got a giant beard. You know.
I mean, it's just it just really comes down to genes, but it's like you got Italians who always have like that perfect fucking cheesy goatee, like a magician.
Yeah.
And you got all these. I mean, it's weird. It's like there's.
It's probably because I'm a mix of everything.
Look at somebody's face. We're white.
Oh God, your Skype is cutting out big time.
Oh, is it still cutting out?
Oh, now you're there. There you go. It was like it's going crazy.
Oh no, I was saying that we're 2 white honky motherfuckers that can't grow facial.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'd love a big fucking beard, and I never thought I would. I never thought I would want a beard. I never wanted a beard. I always wanted to have a clean shaved face. I never ever wanted to. The only reason why I literally have one is because at some point, a couple times, I got lazy and I didn't shave. And then I just was like, let's see how far this can go. And then I realized, oh, yeah, it's not growing. Okay, well, fuck this, and I shaved it. And then basically Leah was like, why? And then I was like, wait a minute, what? And then it became like, no, I like that. So it's literally like this because of her. There'd be no other reason why I would have this otherwise of lazy or her. By the way, but Bailey, to move topics, we're going to die soon. Well, we might die soon because a giant, potentially hazardous asteroid will whiz by Earth so close we can see it on February 4th.
Really?
Yeah, don't you feel like every year now another one gets closer and closer? And if there was rocks on a trajectory that were close to each other, like something blew up or something, that they're sort of like showing you how they're getting closer and closer. Like, when's the one going to hit us next? Because it says an asteroid called 2002 AJ129 is due to slip past Earth. It is between 1,600 and 4,000 feet across, according to NASA, but there's no exact idea of how close it's going to come, but it's going to come very close.
I'd eat that fucking thing for breakfast. Fuck that thing.
It's pretty big.
There's one of these dude, Cronin, it's every like at this point, it's every 90 days there's one of these stories.
It's true, there really is.
Is it just to create hysteria amongst like humans? Like
No,
I
don't think it is
understand.
because there's not hysteria because nobody even knows about it really. It's like a fucking like 15th article down on a Yahoo fucking website from a science website. You know, no one's talking
like,
about
look
it.
at the 2012 scare thing or whatever, like the 2012 scare. You know, the Mayan calendar horse shit.
Well, yeah, but that was a whole that was legendary over the years. So like that's a whole different thing.
But it was like so publicized and like it was just for merchandising and all this shit. Like I just feel like this stuff is for nothing, just like
Well, you're breaking up again, but
to get people buzzed. Am I cut?
it might be my fault on my connection, but this Y2K was like this too, you know. But it had a valid, you know, some kind of purpose to it. You know what I mean? This is different. There's a rock coming. We know it's coming. You know, the Mayan calendar thing was, you know, built up of years and it had factual evidence in a way. But there's no way that they could get that right. So it's a different situation. That's hysteria. That was hysteria. You're right, because it was built up of years of thinking something was going to happen on that date. But The Rock is coming on February 4th, and there's been about 6 of them the last year that I can remember. And, you know, there's no hysteria over that because nobody really knew it was happening until maybe scientists and people in, you know, astrophysicists and stuff like that knew for the last 3 months, but none of us knew. No one really talks about it. There should be more hysteria. I would think there would be more hysteria. Uh-oh. Did I lose you?
No. Shit's still breaking up.
Yeah, it's back now. You're good. It's telling us to end the show.
Bullshit.
It's God saying stop.
Well, God can piss off right now because I want to do the show. We're rolling.
All right. Well, look, what's next? I talked about the asteroid that could kill us.
I don't know. I'm out of stories.
I'm the same way. Like I'm like, oh, you know, I think I said everything I wanted to say. JR's wife was
dead.
Killed. Well, she's dead. Yes. But the guy that killed her is completely off with no.
Oh, I saw that.
anything.
Yeah, that was on Twitter that he's gonna walk.
No, even license suspended or anything like that at all.
Was he? He wasn't like driving under the influence or anything, was he?
I don't know that answer, to be honest. I'm sure he wasn't, because if he was under an influence of something, he would probably. You
know what? I bet he was getting blown by a dude.
No, I bet he saw Jim Ross's wife and he was like, "What the fuck is that deer?" No,
Oh my God!
I almost said cow.
I've never seen a deer riding a fucking Segway, wherever the hell it was she was on.
No, yeah, she was on a Segway, but no, it's really fucking sad. I shouldn't have said that. It's fucked up.
You just had the fucking guy in your show, and you're talking about his dead wife.
I just had Jim Ross on the show. But no.
You can call back, Joe, I heard you talking about my wife, you cocksucker.
He's so nice about it on Twitter, too. He's just like, very disappointing, blah, blah, okay. But
like,
it's like...
I mean, what's it going to do, though? Like, I mean, I know it keeps a guy off a road who murdered his wife, but it's like, I hate saying it like this, but there's just going to be another one, you know? It's like...
Yeah, just... You know, I almost think that, like, his wife clearly seems like the person that would be like, just want him to move on and be like, you know, don't even worry about it. Just fucking be happy. Try to, you know, be happy. Just such a fucking horrible story. Dude, this woman...
I bet Jim Ross could get some fucking sweet pussy, though, now.
He already said something weird and someone sent a screenshot. But you know what? This fucking girl was, like, from what I understand, his wife was fucking amazing. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's just fucking an awful thing.
Yeah.
I think, and you know what? A picture page just popped up and it scared the fuck out of me. I thought it was an advertisement for the new It movie, but it was fucking, it's Paige in her clown makeup. Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing his wife naked. I mean, not right now because she's probably all fucking rotted out and nasty. But like,
Oh my god.
seeing the picture from like the red carpet that they were at, I would totally not be offended if I saw her pussy. Like,
Well,
I mean,
well, you can go take a look at it. Go grab a couple. Go get. Ken knows how to open up these things.
that's true. He does. Maybe I
Yeah,
can see
take
some of
them
that
down there.
orange lava sauce coming out of her like tits or something,
Hey,
like a volcano burrito from Taco Bell.
you know, I thought about digging up my dad's grave one time. I was like, you know,
Oh God.
I know that's weird, but I was like, I wonder what it looks. Is it weird? Like, because I don't want to see, right? I don't want to know. But even my turtle that died the other day, that died last year and a half ago now. I forget when my turtle died. That's really sad that I don't even know the date of his death.
It's a fucking turtle.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wanted to dig it up and look at it, like see what it looks like.
It's a turtle, Joe.
I cried. I fucking over the turtle. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro.
You cried over a turtle?
I had the turtle since 2004.
That's like the most lame ass pet in the world. They don't even do
I
anything.
love my turtle though. He would crawl on me and shit.
I love my turtle. It's like grandma's boy. I love my turtle.
I did, dude. It was fucked up, man. My son saw me cry over a turtle.
Yeah, he knows you're a complete pussy now.
Yeah.
Crying over a turtle?
I was burying the thing in the back, and I just like freaked out. I don't know.
You buried your turtle?
I buried it in the backyard.
What a pathetic ceremony.
Well, I put it. You know what's weird is I put it inside of a USPS, like one of those letter box, like the size of a VHS tape boxes.
Dude, you were. Oh, why didn't you film it? Oh, you pathetic bastard.
Well, I love the turtle. I caught it as a baby.
I caught the turtle.
I caught the thing as a baby when it was it was about to be killed by a seagull, and I saved it. And so when I brought it back, and I've had it since 2004. You know, so it's like I've had this thing over 10 years. You know, it's
What'd you guys do together for like fun? Fucking stare at each other?
Well, sometimes. Well, I would cover up his tank when I would jerk off in the living room because I was like, you know what? He's looking at me right now. This thing is looking at me.
You wouldn't even jerk off in front of the turtle.
I showed him my turtle.
Oh, you showed him your help. Dude, seriously, it's a fucking turtle. Like, what did you guys do together?
Well, I don't know what I'm going to... See, my worry is... and maybe it's the death thing because my dad died when I was 8, so like I've got a thing with death. But when... I'm worried when the dog dies. Because if I'm that fucking terrified of the turtle dying, you know what I mean?
Well, that's pathetic. But the dog, that's totally different. It's a fucking turtle, Joe.
Yeah, it's different. It was there, you know? It was there when my ex-girlfriend left me. It was there.
I kind of know where you're coming from because I had a pet ant one time, and I fucking stepped on him.
I burned an ant with a magnifying glass.
It was a rough day, Joe, but you know what? There was like a million other ants outside on an old apple core, and I was like, hey, it's just, brother, it's just stupid. Fucking turtle.
I had a big conversation with Leah once about ants. Like, we were talking about how I'm like, they just seem so smart. Like,
strap in, everybody. It's about to get wild.
I was like, dude, you think that they, because I just fucking step on them most of the time. But you think that, like, they're fucking, like, advanced somehow and we don't even know it, or, like, and, like we're fucking hurting them. Because they're so fucking strong and it's
they're
weird.
fucking ants, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, advanced? It takes like 10 of them to lift a fucking rice bean or fucking grain of rice.
Yeah, but they're compared to their size. It's like,
fuck them.
That would be like if I could lift a fucking truck.
I mean, I can lift some heavy shit.
Yeah, you can't lift a truck, though.
No, I can't lift a truck. What? A fucking goddamn ant can't lift a truck.
But an ant can lift a truck. Yes, compared to its body mass and stuff, it lifts a truck. When it picks up
well, I lift my dick around, all right? And let me tell you, that's a good comparison there.
It ain't Dave Rose's dick, I'll tell you that.
No, you are not wrong. That fucking guy, man, wow. How pathetic must you be to lose your fucking, like, woman to Dave Rose?
I still can't believe that she called in to say that JD's dick was small. Like, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. I cannot believe she did that.
If people did not hear that on Patreon, like, they are fucked. Because that was insane. And you know what? I mean, I don't know. I just can't believe it. I knew Dave Rose had a 9-inch dick because I said that before. I swear to God, because I guessed it too. I said it to her on listening to the show. I said, "Was he got 9?" And she said, "Yeah." And I'm like, I fucking knew it because I knew another dickhead, shithead Canadian.
Wait, she said he has 9 inches?
Yes.
Oh, fuck off.
What? I know she did because I said, I went, oh my God, is it 9? And she goes, and she said it's a 9. And then she quickly said, like, it's a 9-incher or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, I know another dickhead Canadian who had a 9-inch dick too. Something about like fucking tall-y, sort of skinny 6'1" or 6 feet tall Canadian dudes who has fucking 9-inch dicks. That's fucking amazing.
9-inch? Like, you're telling me that Dave Rose has a 9-inch cock?
That's what she said.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear her, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear her.
Nikki,
No, I can't. Yeah, what's up?
is it true that Dave Rose has a 9-inch penis?
Why do you want to know? Do you really want... I'm at work, so I can't say, like, inappropriate stuff.
Oh, well,
Why?
just say, if he's got 9 inches, say, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, my God! Wow! 9 inches, huh? That's
Why, you wanna-
impressive. Hey, can you do me a favor
wanna
next time you
touch
see
it?
him?
What now?
Have a good day, Nikki. I feel weird.
I can't believe you
I
just called her.
I cannot believe that dude has a 9-inch penis.
You just called her on Facebook
What?
randomly. You just called her on Facebook out of nowhere and be like, "Hey, is it like I can't believe you just did that."
Joe, when you got to get to the bottom, of things, Joe, you got to figure it out. You know.
Oh my God! What the? Hey, there you go. You didn't believe it. She said it on the show.
No. Hey, I had to get to the bottom of this. I don't have time to go back and listen to Old Corrupted. I'll find out right now, goddammit, live on the air.
You know what you should have asked her is how big JD's was exactly, because
You know, I mean, I'm assuming now. I'm just spitballing here. I'm saying JD full erect, 2.25.
wait, 2 1/4. I think that's a micro dick.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he's got. He's got a micro dick.
I feel like if he had a micro dick, like, what was that? I feel like if he had a micro dick, it would be like way worse. Like it's like maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. What's up, Nikki?
Not much. I was wondering why you were calling me. I thought it was like a missed call, but...
Oh yeah, we're just doing a show right now.
Oh, you're doing a show right now, so yeah, I'm at work eating breakfast.
You're eating breakfast?
Apologize for bothering you.
Are you having a 9-inch sausage for breakfast?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to interrupt your breakfast, Nikki. I'll let you go.
Alrighty.
All right,
Jesus
take care.
Christ.
I'm just fucking with you, Nikki.
How big is JD's?
But is there? Okay, can we play this up? Is there any way you can tell me how many inches JD has?
Do I really have to think? I think maybe 4 at best.
Oh my God.
my
Oh my God.
Seriously, like my hand completely covered it. It's pretty pathetic.
What the fuck?
With you in any way, just get him on the show and I'll rip him a new one. The dude was crawling back to me. It was really pathetic, writing me letters and stuff, and it was all lies. So
Wow.
he's pathetic. He's pathetic. Seriously.
Wow. So you're trying to tell me that he's pathetic, huh?
Yeah. He's a master manipulator, so he knows how to manipulate people.
He's not a master of cocksman because 4.5. That's pretty pathetic.
Oh, no way. He seriously lacks in that department.
So it's like full erect, 4 inches.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Man.
Did you feel anything? I'm sorry, that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
All right, well, Nikki, you enjoy your breakfast and tell Dave Rose congratulations on the big fat sausage. And have a good day. Ladies and gentlemen, Nikki, everybody.
Wow. Now, she called our show randomly and told us this the other day, but you're multi-confirming. Well, I mean...
Well, to be fair, I called her and then she called me back just
Right.
now. So she wanted to add just a little bit more.
She called you just now, yeah?
Yeah, just now she called me. I called her originally and then she called me back.
Jesus, dude. What the fuck? She is...
Hey, can I ask you a question? Which are you more surprised by? Dave Rose having 9 inches or JD only holding up with 4?
I gotta be somewhat honest. I'm not surprised by either one. I'm surprised that we found out sort of a confirmation of it, but I'm not that surprised. I always thought, Dave had had a bigger one, and I always thought JD had something wrong, and I'm not I think I've got about, because you can have, so maybe he's got a 5 on a good day, and maybe it's like 4 on a bad day, and
I've got a solid 3. God, I hope not. No, I got to be honest with you, Joe. I'm actually surprised by Dave. I'm not surprised by JD. He's got that fucking attitude to make up for his small penis. And Dave Rose is kind of that quiet, crazy, but like has a fucking like rail gun in his pants. Like the dude is. I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of taken aback by this.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think I'm like on an average night a 6.5. On a good night. On a good night, I could probably hit 7, maybe.
Do you think maybe we can talk Nikki into sending us a picture of both of their cocks?
I don't think so, but if you want to jerk off to that, you can go ahead.
Well, it's not that I want to jerk off.
Yes,
I just want to I want to see it. I want to see dick.
Oh, what's up with you and shit? You call me gay.
What do you mean?
You've called me gay multiple times, and you're like, I want to see pictures of dick.
No, I mean just these 2 dicks. Okay. I don't need to see dick, but I do love looking at pictures of shit, but it's got to be mine.
Okay, yeah, I remember. I haven't looked at mine that much recently, but I remember back in the day when you send a dick pic and you just angle your dick out a certain way and then take it from the side. And the girl will be like, oh, my God, it's gigantic.
You see, I go for the twofer. I fucking drop a giant fucking shit in the toilet, and then I take a picture of my dick where you can see my dick and the turd in the shot.
That's hot.
It's like a double. It's like a stocking stuffer. It's what a treat.
I will bend for you.
You know what, Joe? We went over the time. We actually tripled what we planned on doing. I think we could take it home.
Yeah, I think we're done. We went really long here, and like Dave Rose. Guys, thank you so much.
We did the exact opposite of what JD has, and that's we went long.
We did Tom Brady. We went long. Maybe not this week though. He might be.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not Sunday. We'll see what happens. But
guys, thanks for listening. It's the JB and Cronin Show, and stay tuned for the next one every Tuesday morning or whenever it gets uploaded. It's Tuesday morning to us, but you'll see this a little while once it renders, and hopefully on every other Thursday on Twitch until it can be uncorrupted when the strike goes away. Yep. Justin Bailey on YouTube. Check out his YouTube channel and subscribe to him.
Come on now.
Show. Come on out and check out his JB Radio. It's going to be available.
JBShow.net.
There it is.
Go sign up over there. Check out the blog. JBShow.net.
And and subscribe to me, Joe Cronin Show, on YouTube and youtube.com/corruptedpodcast, and hit me up on Twitter at @RealJoeCronin. Justin Bailey is at Justin Bailey IN. And we are done. Goodbye.
Bye.
Cog.